Since the beginning of time, there has been topics that have divided people on one side or the other. There's Democrats versus Republicans. There's chunky peanut butter versus creamy peanut butter. There's Chucks versus Vans, and which came first, the chicken or the egg? And now, in the year 2021, yes, that's the year that we're in, there is the Apple Watch versus the Whoop, the mecca of fitness wearables.
I'm about to even the score. Get ready, like nothing you've seen before. Get ready, yeah, I'm about to even the score.
So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Cody Allen. I am an athlete, I am an entrepreneur, I am myself. Former Division I college linebacker, hence the broken nose, and hence the broken body and brain. But I wrote a blog about a year ago about Apple Watch versus Whoop. I saw the increasing popularity in the fitness wearable just within my community, and I was like, I've always wanted an Apple Watch, so I was like, which one? What are the differences? People are always asking me, what do I need, Cody? I'm like, am I the person to answer? So I did a little bit more research. I wrote a blog on it. I'll actually link that down below so that you guys can check that out if you guys need it written out for you. But we go over all the pros and cons of the Apple Watch versus the Whoop 3.0 strap, which I have both on for you guys. So I am the best person to let you know what is better. Like I said, I'm an athlete and an entrepreneur, which means that I need to get the most energy output out of my body, physically and mentally. So making sure I'm dialed in with my sleep, recovery, and caloric output is so crucial for basically in my efficiency and how I work and how I perform. If you guys do like videos like these, which you're here, so you should, click the, I don't know what side it's on, like, subscribe, and drop a comment in there. Let me know exactly what you guys want to see if you enjoyed this video. But then if you have any questions about the wearables themselves that I didn't answer or cover, go ahead and drop them there, and I'll also be able to get them for you. With that being said as well, I am an athlete or affiliate of Whoops. So, drop a question down below. I can reach out directly to them, get that answered for you, and also you get your first month free from Whoop if you guys click the link down below. One of the links down below. Click the link down below. You get your first month off of Whoop. You get your free Whoop strap and the wearable. You guys can already kind of see which way I'm leaning as far as which one's better. But let's get into it. The first question is, why fitness wearables? Well, number one, other than my Apple Watch consistently going off with texts, they're super convenient. They're very sleek. They're not noticeable in regards to you're not wearing this big heart monitor strap. They're very easy to use. Some of them have better functions than others. Some of them do things better than others as well. So why do I like a fitness wearable versus, like, let's say a heart monitor strap that you only wear during your workout and records all your measurables and metrics at the time of the workout? Well, the reason is because you burn most of your calories just throughout the day. This is called your basal metabolic rate. These are just the calories just from your movement, and not necessarily your workout, but also including your workout. But every time you go on a walk throughout the day, or just walking up and down the stairs, because that's hard for some people, myself included. I have 2 sets of them in my house. So understanding what your basal metabolic rate is essential for whatever your goals are. If your goals are to gain muscle mass, then you need to be eating in a caloric surplus. If your goals are to lose body fat, you need to be eating in a structured caloric deficit. So understanding not just how many calories you're burning during your workout, but how many calories you're burning during your entire day is essential. So as far as this calorie count, which one is more accurate? Apple Watch or Whoop? I've worn both of them all day, and I've noticed, based on consistent figures, that the Whoop is going to be more accurate when it comes to recording the actual amount of calories that you're burning on a daily basis. 100 to 200 calorie difference is massive when it comes to losing fat, because you want to be in a 300 to 500 calorie deficit, a caloric deficit rather. And that's extremely important, because if my measurables are off as far as how many calories I'm expending, I think that's the right word, however many calories I'm burning, that's going to change how many calories I'm taking in or ingesting. So if I'm going to choose a fitness wearable just based off how accurate the calorie counter is, that's 0.1 for Whoop. One thing that I do like about the Whoop, the first thing right out the gate, is that it is worn 24/7. You can obviously take it off, just a snap, But even when you're charging it, the battery pack slides directly onto the Whoop, so you never have to take the Whoop off. I mean, you kind of want to take it off and wash yourself a little bit underneath the skin there. But obviously, it's not something that I'm going to have to take off like the Apple Watch and put on a charger every night. So I can wear this, and I know that I'm getting the most accurate metrics while I'm sleeping as far as how's my body recovering from the strain that I put on the day prior, and how many calories am I burning at night, because you do burn calories while you sleep. We've all heard that saying, work smarter, not harder, right? I think you should work smart and hard. Really, really hard. But one of the things that the Whoop allows me to do is get the most out of my workouts. And how does it do that? While you're sleeping, it measures what's this variable called your heart rate variability. I will, right there, I'll bring up a picture of my heart rate variability from one of my nights in sleep and recovery. So basically, every single day, you put on strain in one form or on your body or another. That could be physical strain, emotional strain, strain from being sick. These are all things that tax your central nervous system, they tax your body, and your body needs to recover from it. So, when I wake up in the morning, I check my Whoop, there should be the thing again, and I check my heart rate variability score, and I check how much I recovered from the day prior. That recovery score and my heart rate variability are a variable that I use to indicate on how much strain I can put on myself in the next day. So why is this important? I gear my workouts and my work schedule around how much strain I'm allowed to put on my body, or I will be putting on my body before I'm considered overtraining. So why is this important, or what does someone do with this data? Well, you can sleep 3 hours, not recover at all, still work out really hard, and still work your ass off, work those late nights, long hours. If you're not gonna do anything with the data, then that's on you. You can do that. But I use this to determine, all right, I know that I have a big day, a big lift tomorrow. I'm going to be deadlifting. I'm not gonna say how much I deadlift because it's probably not enough. But I'm gonna be doing a big lift tomorrow. I need to make sure that I can get adequate rest and recovery. And what shows is that if I go to sleep at the correct time and do all the things that I need to do to make sure that I can increase my recovery numbers based on the data trends that I've accumulated, then I will have more of an opportunity to peak and have more optimal lifts and function cognitively as well the next day. So what is heart rate variability? We all know what heart beats are and how many beats per minute. If my heart rate is 60 beats per minute, that means every second my heart's beating. Well, the Whoop measures your heart rate 100 times every second. And it is counting the time in between each heartbeat. Not full beat, but your heart goes ba-boom, ba-boom. It's measuring the time in between those little heartbeats, right? So, with that being said, the longer duration or the higher your heart rate variability is in between heartbeats, the more primed your body is and conditioned to take on strain the next day. It's basically one measure of fitness. It's not the be-all end-all, but it is a very accurate indicator on how well primed you are to take on physical and emotional strain the next day. Just like when you're training to get your resting heart rate lower, it's viewed as you're in better health. The higher your heart rate variability, the better the health you are. Those two things work inversely for the healthier people. The closer they are together, I guess you'd consider the least or the less healthy you are. Another question that I get asked is the Whoop or Apple Watch for fitness professionals or fitness beginners, right? And the answer in short for both of them is it's for everybody. You can be a top level athlete and use the Apple Watch and get the measurables that you need. But when we're talking about efficiency, the Whoop becomes superior as far as data and reporting. You can also be somebody who's just getting into fitness, and there's some things that you need to understand about your body, and there's some things you need to understand about your caloric burn, and there's a lot of things that you need to understand about your recovery. I would say that the Whoop is for everybody in that case, and it's also superior in recording recovery analytics, which we'll go over now. So recovery, that's kind of like a vague term, right? How can you quantify recovery? Well, obviously we talked about heart rate variability, we've talked about resting heart rate, but based on the amount of stress and strain that you've gotten in the day prior will determine how much sleep, and not only close my eyes, I'm asleep, but the quality of sleep is so crucial when it comes to recovering. So there are people who sleep 10 hours a night, but they drink caffeine at 8 p.m. and they go to bed at 1 a.m. and they wake up at, what did I say, 10 hours, 11 a.m. There's the math. And they're not getting as quality of sleep as somebody who stopped drinking caffeine at 12 p.m. AM PM thing. Yeah, 12 p.m. And then they went to bed at 9 p.m. and they woke up at 5 a.m. They're not generally, there obviously are outliers for this, but generally they're not getting as quality of sleep. So what did the Whoop tell me? Every single morning when I wake up, there's a sleep journal that I put in. And they ask questions. Did you drink caffeine yesterday, and when did you drink it and how much? Did you eat food super late? Did you dose with CBD? Because CBD helps increase the quality of sleep that you get by putting yourself into restorative sleep stages, that's your REM sleep and your deep sleep, quicker, so you're in there for longer duration. Did you drink alcohol last night? Guys, I've had a 1% recovery before. That's 1 out of 100, in case you guys didn't know. I've had a 1% recovery before. Every time I've ever recovered that low, it's because I drank alcohol the night before. So don't stop fooling yourself. Alcohol is horrible for getting to sleep. Don't think that you can just chug a bottle of wine and you're like, oh, well, it helps me sleep at night. No, that's not getting you into the restorative states of sleep, restorative cycles of sleep. There's a lot of other chemical stuff that goes on up there as far as cortisol and whatnot. But understand that the Whoop helps you understand and gives you action items. Having all of this data, when it comes to Apple Watch, Whoop, Fitbit, it doesn't matter if you're not doing anything with it. So, understanding what recovery is and what things affect your recovery, whether that be, did you have sex? Did you drink? Did you eat late? All these different things. What time did you go to bed at? They dramatically affect the way that your body recovers. And something amazing that the Whoop does is they actually have a sleep coach, right? A sleep coach. This sleep coach tells me, and I guess I can look at mine right now, that based on the amount of recovery that I got last night and the amount of strain that I put on my body today, that I need 9 hours in bed. Look at that. You see that? That's the green. I was in the green last night. Go Cody. I need 9 hours in bed. So if I need to wake up at 7:30, and I can actually set this, where if I need to wake up at a particular time, let's say I need to wake up at 6:30 tomorrow, I need a lot of sleep. I should go to bed. If I want to be primed to peak tomorrow and ready to go for whatever I have, I should go to bed at 9:20. If I need to go to bed if I need to wake up at 7:30, I should go to bed at 10:20. So my favorite thing about the Whoop, out of all the things that it does, that's my favorite, the sleep coach. It helps me just kind of like, all right, when do I need to gear down? When do I need to put my blue light glasses on? Blue light blocker glasses on. There's blue light in my eyes. My blue light blocker glasses on. When do I need to do specific things that will get my body ready to go to sleep? So often, just about everybody, at least I assume everybody, has like an alarm clock to know when you need to wake up, right? But very infrequently do people have an alarm to get themselves to go to bed. This sleep coach is something that I use to know, all right, Cody, it's time to get your ass ready for bed. Let's get things going in the right direction as far as getting myself ready to go to sleep. One of the things that people don't like about the Whoop versus what they do like about the Apple Watch is a one-time fee. Buy it, a couple $100, few $100, I don't remember. Whoop is a monthly membership. It's $30 a month. Think about it, over 10 months, that's $300 as much as the Apple Watch. Whoop gives you so much more data, and Whoop has an awesome, we'll talk about this after actually, but the amount that you pay, $30 towards your health every single month to be more efficient. If I told you that, and obviously an advocate for Whoop, but if I told you that I could give you a tool, you're only gonna spend $30 a month. That is one Taco Bell run if you're as big as me. Maybe 2 Taco Bell runs. But you're gonna spend that much money and you're gonna have the key and the guidebook to having a much more efficient sleep and much more energy throughout the day. You take it 10 times out of 10. So Whoop also has an awesome affiliate program, which click the link down below and you'll get your first month for free. And you can also refer people. Every time you refer someone, you get a month for free as well too. So I think in my first year, I didn't pay any Whoop memberships because I just kept on referring people because this thing's so great. Every time I go to gym, people ask me like, what are you doing? What, blah, 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 this and that, post on Instagram. The fitness device is awesome. It is top level. It is top notch. This data isn't just a one-time data day over day. This Whoop rather, tracks all of your data since the time that you start using it. And every single week gives you weekly assessments. Are you overtraining? Are you undertraining? Are you getting the right amount of sleep? Are you getting too much sleep? Never too much sleep. Or not enough sleep. And then it takes all your weekly assessments and it gives you monthly assessments. And then it gives you yearly assessments. And it keeps all of this data for you so that you can see, all right, what direction am I trending? So important that you see, all right, in December, that was the month that it was my birthday, so I kind of messed up a little bit and my heart rate variability was lower than it was the last 6 months. Well, it's because I like to drink a little bit during December. Whatever it might be, those are the holidays, maybe I was depressed, maybe I broke up with my girl, whatever it is. Having the data to look back on so that you know what to do with it and you can look at and identify other trends in your life is extremely important. So there are particular things, particular categories that I look at when I'm looking at a fitness wearable. And here are a few of them. We're gonna see if Apple Watch, and Whoop cover the bases on them. Number 1, does it track calories? Yes, they both track calories. Which one's more accurate? Leg up on the Whoop. Does it track your heart rate in some form or fashion? Yes, both of them track your heart rate. There's actually a strain coach that you can utilize to see your active heart rate on the Whoop as well. There's a bunch of different integrations as well with the Whoop, like Strava if you're a biker, a runner, whatever it might be, swimmer, that you can use as well. There's a ton of integrations. Does it track heart rate variability? That's just the Whoop. Does it have sleep tracking? Yes, technically, both of them do sleep tracking. But as far as your respiratory rate and other minute, fine restorative factors that you need to look at, the Whoop has better sleep tracking and recovery tracking analytics. Do they offer real-time data? I don't have to send something away and get that. I want to know in real time, what's my heart rate? What is this? How many calories am I burning? Both of them, yes. Are they compatible with Android? Obviously, the Apple Watch is not compatible with Android because it is an Apple product, iOS product. This is a big one for some people. Does it tell time? Just the Apple Watch tells time. There is no face on the Whoop. It is just a strap and the device on top. Can you use a third-party heart rate monitor? Only the Apple Watch can do that because it goes directly in with the health app on Apple. Most third-party monitors do. The Whoop does not have a third-party integration for a wearable, like a heart rate monitor at this time. They do offer a bicep sleeve that you can wear if you're not into wearing the wristwatch. I currently wear mine while I box, while I do any sort of training like that, and while I still play flag football and such, because I don't have an issue with it being on my wrist. Some people do. That's what the bicep sleeve is for. So in conclusion, chunky peanut butter is better than creamy peanut butter. No, but really. The overall winner is the Whoop. It has better data. It has a better app interface. It has better sleep tracking. It has better overall analytics. It is more stylish. They come in a bunch of different colors and color combos and kits. And then overall, for your price value, what you get out of the Whoop is amazing. They are a company that is continually growing. They're continually bringing on new athletes. See pro athletes, golfers, to football players, to swimmers, to skateboarders, to CrossFit athletes, all wearing the Whoop. They just got a big amount of money for funding that was public months ago, and they're continuing to put money back into their company. That is one thing that Apple has always excelled at, is that they continue to be innovative. Whoop is the top of the line when it comes to fitness wearables, and it is not this astronomical dollar amount that you're gonna be paying for it. So you guys, I highly recommend, try out the Whoop. Wear it for 30 days, see what analytics it brings you, see how it changes your life, see how it opens up your eyes to some of the things that you're doing in your life that are maybe counterproductive to your fitness goals, your career goals, and your sleep goals. Remember, if you sleep well, you're a better functioning member of society. So, thank you guys. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. It helps a ton with videos like these. Also, check out my blog. I put a ton of information in there as well. I've done all the research on the Whoop and Apple Watch that you need.